What if the universe had a hidden rulebook, one that only a few people have ever discovered? A rule that says the most powerful things you do must be done in silence, in secret, where no one else can see. Now imagine this. You take one quiet action. You say nothing about it. You keep it hidden deep inside. And within just 24 hours, life begins to shift. A door opens. A solution appears. An opportunity arrives as if from nowhere. Sounds unbelievable, right? But Jacobo Grinberg, the brilliant Mexican scientist of consciousness, spent his life proving that this is not only possible, it's how reality truly works. Grinberg uncovered what shamans and mystics knew for centuries. Your mind is not just a container for thoughts, it is a field that touches everything around you. And when you focus your intention in secret, when you shield it from the doubts and interference of others, you amplify it, you make it strong. The universe listens more closely. It responds more quickly. That is why the greatest shifts in life rarely come from what you shout to the world. They come from what you whisper to yourself in silence. Think about it. The seed that grows into a tree begins hidden underground, in the dark, unseen by the world. If it were pulled into the light too soon, it would die. Your intention works the same way. Reveal it too early, and the fragile energy is lost. Protect it, nurture it in secret, and it becomes unstoppable. In this video, you're going to learn the exact practice Jacobo Grinberg's work points to. One secret action that can begin to open doors in your life within a single day. You'll discover why secrecy matters, how consciousness reshapes reality, and what subtle signs prove that the universe has begun to respond to you. These are not random coincidences. They are signals that you have tapped into something extraordinary. So I invite you to watch until the very end. Every moment of this message connects to the next, and if you miss even one detail, you may miss the hidden key that makes it all work.
Welcome to Awakened Synchronicity. If you're new here, take a second to subscribe, because we explore the forgotten teachings of Jacobo Grinberg and we reveal how you can use them to awaken your own hidden power. What you're about to learn could transform the way you experience life forever. Before we talk about the secret action itself, we need to understand what it truly means to do something in secret. This isn't about hiding a habit from the world out of shame or fear. It's not about keeping secrets in the ordinary sense. Doing something in secret in the way Jacobo Grinberg and many spiritual traditions describe it means protecting the energy of your intention. It is the art of holding something sacred and private, not allowing it to be touched by the doubts, opinions, or vibrations of others. When you keep your inner work hidden, you are not being mysterious for the sake of mystery. You are preserving purity. Imagine lighting a small flame in the middle of the night. That flame is delicate. If you expose it to the wind, it may flicker out before it has a chance to grow. But if you shield it with your hands, give it protection and space, the flame becomes stronger. The same is true of your intentions, your prayers, your visualizations, and your rituals. They are fragile in the beginning. They need silence to grow. Jacobo Grinberg's research into consciousness revealed that reality itself is not fixed. It bends, it shifts, it reshapes, depending on the vibration we carry within. He studied shamans, mystics, and healers. And he noticed something fascinating. They rarely performed their most powerful work in public. Their rituals were often private, unseen, carried out in silence. Why? Because they understood that the field of consciousness responds more directly when it is not scattered by outside energy. Every thought, every word, every intention carries a vibration, and vibrations can either harmonize or interfere with each other. And think of it like music. When you play one note on a guitar, the sound is clear, but if too many other sounds interrupt, the beauty of that one note is lost. Your intention is that note. When you declare it to the world too soon, it collides with the doubts of others, with envy, with skepticism, with energies that dilute its strength. But when you keep it private, it resonates in pure harmony. That is when the universe listens most closely.
Doing something in secret is about creating a protected space inside you. It can be as simple as sitting quietly at night, closing your eyes and holding a vision of what you want to experience. It could be writing down a phrase that represents your intention and keeping it hidden where only you can see it. It could be speaking a quiet affirmation, not for the world to hear, but only for your subconscious mind to absorb. These acts may seem small, but when they are done in silence, they carry an intensity that is far greater than when they are done for recognition. Grinberg believed that our perception is like a mirror that reflects back what we expect to see. But here's the mystery. The mirror doesn't respond to what we say out loud. It responds to what we feel inside. That inner vibration is the true signal that shapes reality. If you tell the world you are confident, but deep inside you are filled with doubt, the universe responds to the doubt, not the words. This is why inner work must be private, because when you work silently, you bypass the noise of performance. You focus only on the vibration itself.
And vibration is everything. Science has shown that every atom, every particle in existence, vibrates. You are not separate from this field. You are part of it. Your thoughts, your emotions, your inner dialogue, they ripple outward like waves in water. Do this in public, and the waves collide with countless others. Do this in secret, and the wave travels further, uninterrupted. That is why silence and secrecy are so powerful. They give your vibration room to expand.
Imagine waking up in the morning and carrying a hidden seed in your heart. No one knows it's there, but you feel it. You nourish it with attention, with gratitude, with belief. You do not tell the world about it because the world does not need to know. This hidden seed becomes magnetic. It begins to draw people, circumstances, and opportunities toward you. You may not even realize how quickly it happens, but the universe responds to this kind of energy with surprising speed. Jacobo Grinberg showed that when the mind and heart are aligned in silence, something remarkable happens. The boundary between the inner world and the outer world begins to dissolve. Your inner vibration leaks into the fabric of reality. Suddenly, what seemed far away begins to draw near. What seemed impossible starts to appear within reach. And it all began with a choice to keep your sacred work secret, to let it grow in silence rather than expose it to the winds of the outside world. This is what doing something in secret really means. It is not hiding. It is protecting. It is not withholding. It is preserving. It is about recognizing that your inner state carries the power to shape reality, and that power becomes strongest when it is nurtured in silence. Why is it that so many people begin with great excitement, announcing their dreams, their goals, their intentions, and then slowly watch them fade away? It is not always because they lacked discipline or desire. It is often because the very act of sharing too soon weakens the energy. When you tell others what you are about to do, you invite their thoughts into your field. Some may doubt you, some may question you, some may silently hope you fail. Even if no words are spoken, those subtle vibrations reach you. They interfere with the clarity of your focus. This is what Jacobo Grinberg hinted at when he spoke of consciousness as a field. Every mind is part of it. Every thought ripples through it. So when you expose your inner work before it is ready, you open it up to interference. Imagine pouring clean water into a glass and then letting 10 other people drop a little ink into it. The water is no longer clear. That is what happens when you allow the outside world to mix with your intention before it has become strong. Secrecy is not about hiding from others. It is about keeping your energy pure until it is powerful enough to stand on its own. The science and philosophy behind this is simple, yet profound. Your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. Whatever you plant there, it accepts as truth, but it does not differentiate between your voice and the voices of others. When you declare your goals out loud and hear doubts in return, your subconscious absorbs those doubts as part of the story. They become weeds in your garden, On the other hand, when you keep silent, when you nurture your intention privately, your subconscious has no interference. It hears only one voice. Yours. That voice shapes the vibration you carry, and vibration is what the universe responds to. Grinberg's work revealed that perception itself is not fixed. What you perceive is influenced by the mental and emotional filters you carry. If your filter is clouded by doubt, you will perceive obstacles everywhere. If your filter is clear, sharpened by focused intention, you will perceive openings and opportunities where others see nothing. This is why secrecy is powerful. It keeps your filter clean. It keeps your vibration aligned. It prevents the contamination of outside influence. So, what is the secret action you must do? It is the act of setting an intention and nurturing it in silence. This can take many forms. You can sit quietly at night, close your eyes and visualize the outcome you desire as if it is already here. You can write down your intention in a notebook that no one else will ever read. You can speak a short affirmation before sleep, softly, so that only your subconscious hears it. You can offer a silent prayer of gratitude, not for what is missing, but for what you already believe is on its way. The steps are simple, but their power lies in consistency. Step 1. Choose a clear intention. Be specific enough that your mind can picture it, but not so rigid that you strangle it with details. Step 2. Create a sacred moment of silence, even if it is only 5 minutes a day. During that time, focus only on the intention as if it has already taken form. Step 3. Do not tell anyone. Do not announce it. Do not post it. Protect it as you would protect a newborn child. Step 4. Return to it daily, in secret, and allow the energy to build. But there is another key to this practice: emotional alignment. If you visualize your desire while filled with fear, doubt, or desperation, you are sending mixed signals. The universe responds not only to your words, but to the emotion behind them. If your inner vibration is resistance, worrying about when, how, or if it will happen, you are blocking the flow. Jacobo Grinberg emphasized the importance of surrender. The mind must align with the heart. When you set your intention, you must release the tension of needing to control it. This is why practices like deep breathing or meditation are so effective. They calm the nervous system, soften resistance, and open space for trust. To stay aligned, think of it as planting a seed. You place it in the soil, and then you trust the process. You do not dig it up every hour to see if it has grown. You water it, you wait, and you believe that beneath the surface, life is already unfolding. The same is true for your secret intention. The more you relax into it, the faster it grows. Reprogramming the subconscious is another vital part of this process. Your conscious mind may say, "I want abundance," but if your subconscious has been programmed with scarcity, it will sabotage the outcome. That is why repetition matters. Quiet affirmations whispered before sleep can slowly rewrite the patterns of the subconscious. Phrases like, "I am worthy," "I allow abundance," or "I live in harmony with opportunity," create new neural pathways, but they must be repeated in silence, in privacy, so they sink deep without interference. Journaling is another powerful method. Writing your new beliefs daily, in secret, programs the subconscious through repetition. Over time, the old patterns weaken, and the new patterns take hold. Grinberg believed that reality responds not to the surface of the mind, but to the deep structures of belief hidden beneath. If those structures are filled with contradiction, the reality that forms will also be contradictory. But if the structures are aligned, clear, and coherent, reality aligns with them. That is why inner secrecy is essential. It allows you to build coherence without interruption. Of course, one of the hardest parts of this practice is trusting the process. We live in a world of instant results, but the field of consciousness does not operate on human schedules. Sometimes the shift is immediate. You see signs within hours. Other times the results unfold gradually. Either way, the change begins the moment you align. Trusting divine timing means letting go of the how and the when. It means understanding that once the seed is planted, your only task is to nurture it with belief. The soil of the universe takes care of the rest. When impatience rises, remember this: the universe is not ignoring you. It is preparing the exact alignment needed for your intention to manifest. Imagine asking for a door to open. You cannot see what is happening on the other side of the wall, but the hinges are being loosened. The lock is being undone. If you quit too soon, you miss the moment when it finally swings open. Trust means staying steady, even when nothing appears to be happening. Jacobo Grinberg taught that reality is a mirror of consciousness. If you look into a mirror and smile, the reflection smiles back. But if you frown at the mirror, demanding that it smile first, you will wait forever. The same applies here. You must become the vibration of what you seek before it arrives. You must trust that the reflection will come once you align with it. Secrecy, focus, emotional alignment, subconscious reprogramming, and trust. These are the keys that allow the universe to respond. And so the practice is both simple and profound. Keep your work private. Protect the purity of your vibration. Plant your seed in silence. Align your heart and mind. Reprogram the old patterns. Release resistance. Trust the timing. In doing so, you create a channel through which the universe can act quickly and effortlessly. This is not wishful thinking. It is the very structure of reality itself, as revealed by consciousness research and the timeless wisdom Grinberg spent his life exploring. One of the most fascinating aspects of doing this secret inner work is the way the universe begins to communicate back to you. It rarely arrives as a loud announcement. Instead, it whispers. These whispers appear as signs and synchronicities, small but undeniable indicators that something is moving behind the scenes. You may suddenly receive a message from a person you have not spoken to in years, and that message holds the very opportunity you needed. You may be thinking about a solution to a problem, and then you overhear a stranger casually mention the exact answer. You may find yourself in the right place at the right time, meeting someone who becomes a key part of your journey. Jacobo Grinberg often described reality as a mirror of our consciousness. When your vibration begins to shift through your secret work, the mirror responds. Synchronicities are the reflection of your new state of being. They are not random. They are signals that your inner world is aligning with the field around you. Some signs may be subtle, like a repeated number appearing on clocks or receipts, or a sudden surge of energy when you think of your intention. Others may be more direct, like an unexpected opportunity, a chance meeting, or a door opening where before there was only a wall. The key is to notice these signs, pay attention to them, write them down in a journal. Recording synchronicities trains your mind to see them more clearly. What you acknowledge expands. If you dismiss them as coincidence, you weaken the signal. But if you recognize them as confirmation, you strengthen your alignment. Grinberg taught that perception shapes reality, so the more you perceive synchronicity, the more synchronicity unfolds. To support your secret work, daily habits are essential. Think of them as water and sunlight for the seed you have planted. Gratitude journaling is one of the most powerful. Each day, write down 3 to 5 things you are grateful for, including things you already have and things you are calling into your life as if they are already present. Gratitude shifts your vibration from lack to abundance. It teaches your subconscious to see life as generous, not scarce. Meditation is another cornerstone habit. Even 5 or 10 minutes of silence each day clears the noise of the outside world and allows you to reconnect with your intention. During meditation, focus on your breath and let your body relax. When your mind becomes still, your vibration rises. Silence is not emptiness. It is space for alignment. In silence, your subconscious absorbs your intention more deeply. Protecting your intention from negativity is also critical. This means not only avoiding people who drain your energy, but also guarding your own inner dialogue. If you catch yourself thinking, "This will never work," or "Who am I to believe this?" stop and replace it with a gentle affirmation. Remember, the subconscious listens. Every word you speak to yourself becomes a seed. Plant carefully. Consistency is what turns these small habits into great power. A single day of journaling or meditation may feel good, but the compounding effect of weeks or months is where the transformation happens. Think of it like drops of water carving stone. Each drop seems insignificant, but over time it shapes the rock itself. Your daily habits shape the structure of your reality in the same way. But as with any path, there are cautions and pitfalls. One of the most dangerous is desperation. If you approach your secret action with a desperate need to see results immediately, you create resistance. Desperation is a vibration of lack, and the universe mirrors it back. Another pitfall is the ego's need for recognition. The moment you begin to feel the energy working, you may want to tell others, to boast, to share your secret in hopes of validation. But remember, secrecy is what gives the work its strength. Reveal it too early, and you weaken it. Sharing too soon also exposes your intention to outside influence, which can plant seeds of doubt. Faith may waver naturally at times, that is human, but persistence is what carries you through. When doubt arises, return to your daily habits. Write in your gratitude journal. Sit in silence. Repeat your affirmations. These actions anchor you when your belief feels fragile. For those who want to accelerate the process, there are optional boosters you can add to your secret practice. One of the most effective is nightly reprogramming. Before you fall asleep, when your subconscious is most open, repeat your affirmation softly or visualize your intention already complete. The moments before sleep are powerful gateways into the subconscious mind. Another booster is visualization before sleep. Imagine in detail the scene of your desired reality and allow yourself to feel the emotions as if it is happening right now. Those emotions imprint deeply during sleep, and the subconscious begins to act on them. Energy clearing is another optional booster. Simple practices like deep breathing, taking a walk in nature, or even bathing with the intention of releasing negativity can clear your field. A clear energy field allows your secret work to flow more smoothly. But remember, all of these boosters must remain private and low-key. They are not rituals to perform for show. They are intimate conversations with the universe. And now, the most important part, the internal call to action. This is not something you announce publicly. It is a commitment you make within yourself. Tonight, before you sleep, take 5 minutes to perform your secret action. Whether it is journaling your intention, visualizing your outcome, or repeating your affirmation, do it in silence. Do it with trust. Then let it go. Tomorrow, pay attention. Watch for the signs, notice the synchronicities, record them no matter how small they seem. The universe speaks in whispers before it shouts. Your task is to listen, to trust, and to continue. Each day you repeat your secret work. The vibration grows stronger, the signs become clearer, and the doors open wider. This is not fantasy. It is the natural response of a conscious universe to a focused, protected intention. Jacobo Grinberg's work revealed this hidden architecture of reality. Now it is your turn to experience it, not as theory but as living proof. When we come to the end of this journey, one truth shines clearly. The most powerful transformations do not require loud announcements or external approval. They are born in the silence of your inner world. By choosing to do something quietly, without the noise of validation, you create a space where the universe can respond directly to you. This is where true alignment happens, not in the eyes of others, but in the resonance between your heart and the infinite field of possibilities. Jacobo Grinberg taught us that reality is not a fixed wall. It is a living mirror of consciousness. Every thought, every belief, every subtle vibration you hold becomes a signal that the universe reflects back. When you act in secret, when you set your intention quietly, nurture it with gratitude, and protect it from the doubt of others, you amplify the purity of that signal. The universe listens, and when it listens, it moves. But remember, this is not about forcing outcomes or demanding results on your timetable. The seeds of your inner work sprout in their own season. Patience is not waiting in emptiness. It is waiting with trust, knowing that the soil is fertile and that growth is already underway. Even if your eyes cannot yet see it, faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. When you hold it, doors that once seemed closed begin to open in ways you never could have planned. There will be moments when you feel doubt. There will be moments when you are tempted to share too much, to seek approval, or to question whether anything is happening at all. In those moments, return to your center. Return to your breath, your gratitude, your secret practice. Trust that every repetition, every quiet act of alignment is reshaping the very structure of your reality. What seems invisible today is only the prelude to tomorrow's miracle. Let this be your encouragement. You do not need to chase the universe. You only need to align with it. You only need to vibrate with the energy of what you desire, and then allow the universe to orchestrate the details. The field around you is intelligent, alive, and responsive. It knows the way, and when you walk with patience, humility, and trust, it opens paths that no human effort could have forced. So carry this affirmation within you. I trust the universe. My secret work is enough. I am aligned, I am guided, and doors open for me with ease. Repeat these words not as empty phrases, but as living truth. Feel them in your body. Let them sink into your subconscious. The more you affirm them, the more they become the lens through which reality itself reshapes. And now, if this message has resonated with you, if you feel even a spark of clarity, inspiration, or empowerment, I ask you to take a simple step, like this video, not only as an act of support, but as a symbolic affirmation of your own commitment to this path. And subscribe to our channel so that you can continue to receive the tools, insights, and reminders that keep your spirit aligned with its highest potential. This is not just content, it is a community of awakening. Each time you return, you strengthen your connection to the deeper truths that Jacobo Grinberg dedicated his life to sharing. So stay with us, keep practicing, and keep trusting. Your reality is shifting, even now. The doors are already opening. All you need to do is walk through them when they appear.